Okay.
Good morning, one and all. I'm hoping that's us now live with you on YouTube, and I was just sorting out the Facebook side of things. So, fingers crossed that actually works this week, and we can be live on there as well. So, morning, Oz. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? Morning, everyone. I've literally just pressed the connect button, so hopefully we should actually be live in the group now as well. I'll just double check to see if it's there.
Yeah. Here's me saying morning to you. It's actually afternoon for you, isn't it, over in
It
Cyprus?
is, yeah, it's 1 o'clock here. Yeah, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm well into my day.
I was just a couple more hours than any of us with where he's based at the morning. But yeah, morning, afternoon, evening, whichever time of day you're actually watching this with us, guys. If you're watching it on the recording, absolutely great, no problem whatsoever. Today's session, you're probably sick and tired of seeing me because I've done the last three Facebook Lives now over the past 3 weeks. So apologies for that, but it's the way the cookie crumbles on that side of things. But today we're going to go through casino side of things, something we haven't touched on for quite a while, to be
Yeah, it's been
honest.
a while.
And
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, and with the sale that we just had last week, with regards to that, we've seen a lot of new members upgrading um, to the diamond package for the casino side of things. So just ties in nicely that we've not done casino for a while. A lot of new people for casino. So as always, guys, this session is for you to ask your questions. There's things you're not too clear on, or want bit more advice with regards to something. Absolutely fine. We'll do our best to answer those. But we've got a sort of basis that we're going to go through this morning anyway. We're going to look at what EV is, what wagering is, have a look at some of the offers, and tie in a few loose ends of the majority of questions we get asked on customer service. And I know Oz gets asked on the Facebook side of things as well. So we'll try and cover as much as we can in the hour that we've got this morning with regards to that. We'll have a look at what low risk-free offers are, medium offers, and we'll touch on high risk offers as well. As much as they're worth doing, there's sort of criteria that we recommend more than actually say stipulate with regards to high offers on what your bankroll needs to be, that sort of thing with it.
Large
So
bankroll will be key with any kind of high risk offer. It's all noted in the
yeah,
guides. But
massive.
yeah, it shouldn't be if you're just starting low risk casino. I mean, we do tend to suggest having a bankroll of £250 to get started with low risk,
Yeah,
something like that. So you shouldn't be going anywhere near medium or high risk offers if you've got that £250 bankroll. Build it up, and yeah, it's something to look at down the line once you built your bankroll more. But if you started with the 250 that we recommend for low risk, avoid medium and high risk definitely.
yeah. Bankroll it is major key for casino offers. Exactly the same as it is for value betting as well, because we've had a lot of members upgrade to the pro tier, which is all about value betting. Value betting is probably the biggest move that is happening of late. So many more people getting into it.
Yeah,
Casino does fall in that sort of category as well, but as it's all about value that we're taking from casino offers in the long term to make our profits from this, which is exactly the same as you do with value betting. And the pro tier tools really do expand on the value betting side of things with lucky finders, i.e., lucky 15s, each way, no lay. Parlay that's hitting us very, very soon with regards to that. Tech guys are just finishing that off. So it all sort of ties in nicely. You sort of have steady progressions with match betting of doing your platinum side of things first, which is your sports book offers, and building your bankroll up from there and making your guaranteed profits from it. To then moving on to casino offers, which aren't guaranteed profits, but the long term they are profitable to do. It's all
yeah,
about taking values from the casino side of things and
taking
learning
up as much EV, it's just key to the process, isn't it? That's all that you should be focusing on. EV, because that's what you're eventually going to align with.
Yeah, and then that's your next natural progression then to the Pro Tools, and using the value that bookies give us from that side of things. So if you're only just starting out, Platinum's absolutely fine and doing the odd casino offer that's on there. Then going on to the Diamond side of things, which is then all of the casino offers on top, learning about, like we're talking about their value of offers and so on and so forth, and then progressing on to the Pro Tools, which are just an expanse on value from the casino, but putting that into sports bets as opposed to roulette, spins, slot machines, blackjack, etc., etc. So it's just that natural progression and learning curve from it. So, Oz, do you want to sort of explain what we're talking about when we're talking about EV?
I was going to actually walk through a couple of beginner offers with Show, because one of the questions that I get a lot in the group is what's wagering and how does it work? If you just give me just 1 second to share my screen. I always struggle with this. Should be good at the moment. Yeah. Is my screen being shared?
Yep, that's all there, mate.
Yeah. Brilliant. So to get started, once you've got your Diamond membership, you just come to the guides and go to casino sign-up offers. That'll take you to the full list where you can start the beginner ones, and you'll see risk-free ones there, which you can obviously have a look at first. And again, with low risk, I'd suggest having a bankroll of around £250 to get started with. And I've just got this party casino offer up here, which is to wager £10 to get 50 free spins. And the wagering of the initial £10 cash, most members understand that relatively easily. I mean, it's a case of following the guys to sign up via our links, as you know, and go into depositing your £10 and go into the correct slot. And it says to use low stakes here to reduce the variance. So, you can look at using 20p spins or 50p spins once you've opened up one of these. So with your cash, first 20p spin means you've wagered 20p. Your next 20p spin means you've wagered 40p. The next 20p spin means you've wagered 60p, etc. So you would do that until you've wagered the total £10, and then you'll be able to unlock the free spins. So quite self-explanatory. Again, always ensure that these guides are followed to the letter, as we constantly say in all of our lives. It's essential. And once the free spins are credited, you open up the slot and play through these. Once you've played through them, that is it. You don't ever overspin, because we only spin to unlock an offer, whether that be free spins, cashback, bonus, or whatever. So once you've finished the free spins, that's the end of the offer, and you make a note of the profit that you've made. Where I find that members slightly, I say this one's a lot more self-explanatory, but when it comes to the wagering of a bonus, this is where some members get a little bit caught up as to what am I actually doing with the wager. And so the Ladbrokes offers a really good offer to explain the wagering of a bonus. So again, follow the guides to a T. Make sure you click through to make sure you're getting through to the correct offer that we've got guides for. Really, really, really important. And again, once you've once you've deposited the £10, the initial £10 cash wagering, we suggest using 50p spins on red or black on roulette. It's the next, but after that's been finished and you've done £10 worth of wagering on premium European roulette, it's the next part that seems to be catching out quite a few members, right? So once you've completed that £10, and you should have a pop-up notifying you of the bonus. If not, you have to get in touch with chat for them to credit it. But once you've got that £30 bonus, it has to be wagered 40 times, so £1,200 worth. Now, what a lot of members seem to say, do I need that amount of money in my account to wager? And the answer is no, not at all. We're wagering with the bookie bonus, right? We're using their bonus. We're taking advantage of their bonus. That's really, really key to understand. So we do suggest using £2 spins, using one of these slots. Okay. So again, just like with the wagering of your cash, we're now using the bonus funds, right? So the first £2 spin, right, again with the bonus funds, means we've completed £2 worth of wagering. The next £2 spin, it means we've completed £4 worth of wagering. The next £2 spin means we completed £6 worth of wagering. Again, with the bonus funds, right? Now, whilst we're getting through the wagering, our bonus funds may go up or they may go down. But the aim is to complete the full amount of wagering in order for the bonus funds to turn to withdrawable cash. Okay, again, we're not using our own funds, we're using the bonus funds that the bookie provided us, and we're playing through that, okay, to hopefully complete the wagering in order for those bonus funds to turn to cash. If we lose if we have a tricky patch of variance, it's going to happen, you know, with the casino offers. We have a tricky patch of variance and we bust out of the bonus, you know, just the offer's complete, you know, that's the end. We then move on to the next one. Obviously, we don't ever, as I said earlier, we don't spin with our own cash, okay, unless it's to unlock a bonus or to unlock free spins. But yeah, if we bust out of the bonus, that's it. Just move on to the next offer. So yeah, again, just to reiterate, when wagering with the bonus, we're wagering with the bonus funds, and it's not anything to do with, you know, depositing using our own funds to wager with. So yeah, really important to understand. And yeah, hopefully that should clear out. It is usually with this particular offer or the coral offer that seems to catch out a few members. But yeah, if you have any questions, then please do let us know. So
just to answer the question from Metal Spark, sort of avoiding offers that involve high amounts of bonus wagering, as you can't ever imagine winning on them. You'd be surprised on the amount of times that you do actually get through the wagering of the bonus funds on that. Yes, it is.
They have higher bus rate.
Yeah, the equivalent of doing 600 £2 spins to get through that wagering at £1,200, which sounds a lot, but you'd be surprised at the amount of people that do get through it. Yes, they do have high percentage bust out rates of about 80-85%.
But the wins tend to be on the much larger side when you do, which obviously compensates for the bust rates with some of the offers because you get the larger win when you complete it. So,
and this is where estimated values come into play with regards to it. Now, an estimated value is basically based on a slot machine paying out the RTP to us, so the return to player percentage that they're stipulating. So that will vary from 92% up to 98%. So let's take it middle of the road, 95% RTP. If you're doing £10 as your initial wagering, you will return £9.50 back to you. So you'll be 50p down. Now, obviously, that's ideal scenario on that £10. This is based on millions and millions of spins to create that RTP back. So this is why volume and long-term profits come into effect with casino, like they do with value betting side of things. That more we do, the more in line we become with that RTP. Let's just keep it nice and simple. Like I say, you wager £10, RTP on the slot you're doing is 95%. So you'll get £9.50 back from it. So you'd be 50p down on that offer for the initial wagering, which is absolutely fine. You'd be something like that down on a qualifying bet for a free bet from the sportsbook side. Now, we then unlock the bonus funds that are given to us. And again, we're going through. And again, let's just keep it nice and simple, that we would have a £10 free bonus to use with that casino. And again, it's a 95% RTP from it. So we would expect to make £9.50 back from that. So we do the wagering. Let's just, again, keep it simple. It's one-time wagering. So we get £9.50 back from that offer. We've lost the 50p that we initially wagered for it. So overall, that offer is worth £9 to us.
It's a great example. Yeah.
Be a great EV to do. Now, that's just on one offer. And like I say, we know we're not going to get that back on every single offer that we do. It's a projection of doing that offer 1 million times over. So this is why every offer has a value to it. And if you do all those offers long term, volume, the three words that I always use for casino
Yep.
and for value betting
And value betting.
side of things as well, then you would be in profit by £9 for every offer that you did. So times that by 10, that's £90. Now you will find that some offers you may be £3 down on the initial wagering and make nothing back on the bonus. That's fine. Again, you'd find that on the next offer, the next offer, the next offer, so on and so forth, that you're going down from it. But then you'll hit that £90 win, which then outweighs the losses that you've made from doing so. And the maths is there to prove this time and time again.
The maths doesn't lie. The edge that we have, it doesn't lie. You know, it's the proof's in the pudding. What I do again, what I do find what I do find in the groups quite a lot, and I think you probably do as well, Chris, on CS. A lot of members, they can sometimes get a little bit frustrated after completing 2 or 3 offers, and they're like, well, you know, this offer's worth X amount and I should have been this amount up and I've only made blah blah blah, and this isn't what I was expecting. And again, it's about completing as many offers as possible and accumulating as much EV as possible. That is what you're expected to align with long term. As long as you've got the bankroll to ride the waves and you keep following our instructions to a T, you will align with that long term. But again, completing 3, 4, 5, 10 offers, it's such a small sample. I mean, you should be looking at least, I would say, 100, 150 offers before you see some kind of a pattern emerge. So again, as long as you've got the bankroll, keep following those instructions to a T. You know, don't let a few a little bit of a rough patch of variance put you off. I mean, there's so much money to be made with these casino offers. I mean, I was looking at our profit totals from last month, Chris, or with the expected value from the casino.
Yeah,
over £2,800 was posted. So, I mean, it's a crazy amount of value that's there to be had, and it's off the charts. It really is.
Let's just put that into simple terms of £2,000 a month from EV that can be earned for casino. That's £24,000 a year. Yes, you'll have months where you might not earn anything from that. You might have a month where you earn £1,000. You might have a month where you earn £1,900, so on and so forth. But if you were to do that through the whole year, you wouldn't be far off that 24 grand. Because of the amount of offers that you've done over that 12-month period. So, you know, that's stupid money. That's an annual wage just from casino offers alone. Yes, that does include high risk and medium risk as well. So it's having the bankroll to do that side of things. But as we always say, long term, it's ridiculous money that can be there. And sort of answering Kevin's question at the same time, sort of being gubbed on Sky and LiveScore, as long as they haven't gubbed you on the casino side of things, you can still do the casino offers. This is one of the extra beauties of the Diamond Package and casino offers, is that we can get gubbed on Sportsbook, which is absolutely fine. And as myself and Andy spoke about in the Each Way No Lay that we did a couple of weeks ago, for the pro tier, and also in last week's with Simons, that being gubbed by a bookmaker isn't the end of the world, because it's
really not.
To take from them.
I'd say the vast amount of my profits come from gubbed accounts now. You know, that's just how it is. You know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, so much to be made with a gubbed account.
But the added bonus is that you can still do casino offers with them, unless you've had that email to say that you've been gubbed on Sportsbook and casino. You're still fine to do the casinos offers that are there and take the EV from that side of things. They sort of run Sportsbook and casino independently of each other. So you might get gubbed on the Sportsbook and your casinos absolutely fine. So there's no problem on that side of things, as long as you haven't received that email. And with Sky, because they've got Sky Vegas and Sky Casino as well, they don't seem to have many offers worth doing on Sky Vegas these days, to be honest with you. But the Sky Casino one, there's plenty of offers that come through from there each week, so certainly worth doing. LiveScore have some great offers. The only casino ones that you obviously can't do are wager X amount to get a free bet from them. those that you won't qualify for. But anything that's wager £10 to get free spins from them, worth doing from that side of things. So that sort of brings me on to the next part with knowing whether the offers are worth doing or not. Just shying away from 30 times wagering on winnings, it seems like something you won't win. So when knowing which amount wagering renders on offer worthless, there's two tools that you've got within the diamond package, which is your EV calculator, which is for very, very simple offers of bet £10, get X amount of free spins from doing so, with wagering up to 2 or 3 times. If you're looking at wagering more than 4 times, you would need to use the casino simulator that's there to see whether the offer's worth doing or not. The 30 times wagering on winnings, a lot of the time, aren't worth doing. It all depends on the amount of wagering that needs to be done for them, and whether cash is used before bonus as well, because that can really confusing, because that's where you're moving into your more high risk offers where cash is used before bonus on that side of things. The low risk and medium risk don't tend to use those sort of wagering offers at all. So it depends whereabouts in your stage of casino you are, Kenny. But if there's any questions that come up for it, as we always say, drop a message into live chat or by email. If it's after 5:30 on the evening, we can have a check of the offer. If you put in a screenshot of the offer that you've been given, along with the terms and conditions for it, please, please, please remember those T's and C's, so we can have a quick check to see if the offer is worth doing for you, and also give you the relevance with regards to the simulator.
In the medium risk offers section, Chris, I think it's the second guide down. There's actually a fantastic guide on how to use the simulator as well.
Yeah.
So that might be something worth checking out. There's a video guide there, and there's different links to other guides that relate to that. So yeah, with personal offers, it's definitely worth getting to grips with that tool. But as Chris rightly said, if you're unsure about anything, feel free to give us a shout so that we can check it. But yeah, it's definitely worth having a look at that casino simulator guide for sure. Just looking at it now, actually. Yeah.
Even on the simulator as well, when you click onto there, there's a bar across the top that links you back to the guides as well. If you're struggling to find it, so there's no problem on that. If you already have money in your account, you need to deposit money for offers. A lot of the time, yes, you do.
Guide, it will say in the guides whether it needs to be a fresh deposit, or if it says it has to be a fresh deposit, you obviously have to deposit. It may say to opt in, or just quite simply, just always double check the guides just for full clarity of that.
So another one from Kenny. How do things work when you bust out? If that casino then gives you another offer, can you get into a situation whereby you have to complete the previous offer with your money before the new one? No. Once you've done an offer, if you bust out from it, that is it. That offer is completed. It's done. It's dusted. It'll be taken off from there. So if you get, I don't know, an offer of bet £10, of wager £10, get 10 free spins, and you complete that one, the next offer that comes in will be fine. But ensure you have completed that first offer before moving on to a new one. Otherwise, bonus funds can get really confusing and complicated with one at a time.
One at a time is key. It's great advice. Yeah.
But yeah, if you bust out of an offer, once you've fully completed it, doing the next offer is absolutely fine. There's a couple that do sort of 2 or 3 different reloads each day, so make sure you complete one of them, then move on to the next one from there. So on the forum for offers that some members using £1 spins, any advice on what point you move up to spin? Personally, I do quite well, 40p max. Would like to do more. Joe, personally, I do £1 spins for every single offer there is going. It is just pure preference with regards to that. It's all about riding out the variance with regards to the offers.
The higher the spin amount, the larger the higher the variance will be. But for a standard wager, £10 to get 10 free spins, for example, that the spin size that you use, it won't affect the EV at all. It will only affect the variance. There are certain more advanced offers where playing around and using higher spin sizes will improve the overall EV. But again, that's more for medium and high risk offers. But for low risk offers, a standard wager £10, get 20 free spins or whatever it is, just basically use what you're comfortable with. I tend to use 50p spins. Sometimes I use £1 spins. It depends what mood I'm in, really. But if you don't have a lot of time, you want to get through offers quicker, then maybe you could look at a £1 spin. If you've got a bit more time, you could look at 20p spins, 40p spins. So whatever you're most comfortable with.
Yeah, that's it. It's down to the time aspect is the big thing of it. Myself and I've been doing casino for over 5 years now, both of us. So we know that the math's there. We know it all works, and we can handle the variance that's coming from them. Obviously, with just doing 10 £1 spins, you won't have as many wins as doing 25 40p spins. But your wins when you do get them will be larger because obviously it's all based on your stake size of it. So long term, it'll even itself out and be exactly the same value for it on the lower risk ones. It's just a case of what you're happy doing. 10 £1 spins literally takes me about 2 minutes to do, whereas 25 40p spins would obviously take me about 6 or 7 minutes to do. So not a lot in time difference, but you mount that up over 100 offers, that's a lot of time to be taken in. So it's just self-preference with regards to that and what you're comfortable with on there. If you're using just a £250 bankroll, stick to those lower stakes to be able to ride through that variance, because that is going to be your big key with regards to it. If you're doing £1 spins, you'll see that money dwindle away a lot quicker and not be able to do as many offers, but then you'll also see the upswing for it. So starting off with keep the spin sizes low. When you've got a decent bankroll, move it up if you can handle the variance side of it, because it is a mindset on that side of things.
Another thing I wanted to add, I haven't seen it pop up in the groups too much recently, but or before I should say, but recently it's come up a bit. It's when wagering to unlock free spins or whatever. If I get a big win, do I stop wagering because I'm above the EV? No. From a value perspective, you need to complete the full wagering of that £10 to unlock the free spins or whatever it is you need to wager to unlock the free spins. If you stop after £4 because you've got a good win and you're not unlocking the free spins or the bonus or whatever it is, then technically you're just gambling because the value comes from what we're unlocking. So do not be, as I said, from a long-term perspective, from a value perspective, that's the correct way to go about things. If you do get a big win and you continue to wage and you have a rough patch and your win goes slightly down, don't blame me. It just means you've hit a rough patch of variance. But long-term, that is 100% the correct way to go about things. Regardless of the big win, you should complete the wagering to unlock what you're supposed to unlock. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sort of brings me on to sort of a myth that's always sort of comes about is that I've been doing this slot. I'm halfway through the wagering of the initial deposit. I've had a big win. I'm not going to get another big win at all. Absolute rubbish. It's slots work on a random number generator, so an RNG. So it doesn't know when those payouts are going to happen. So you could end up with a nice £100 win, for example, on spin number 2 and think, yep, that's it. I'm done with this offer. But you don't know if spin number 3 could be another £100 win or a £20 win and build it up. Your EV, your value comes from those free spins or the cash back that's being given from there. That's where the value is generated from. And you need to complete that offer in order to do so. Yes, in the high risk side of things, again, there are a lot of offers where, because you're using cash before bonus and everything else, there's target profits that you can put in for it from that side of things, which doesn't affect the EV side of it because of the way that the bonus is calculated. But for your low risk offers, 100%, as I said, complete that wagering, because all of the value is in those free spins that you are getting from it. So absolutely fine. How quickly can the casino gubbins happen? If I win hundreds, does this go against you? That's the other beauty of casino, is that the gubbins don't happen as much as what
Yeah, so
the
much rarer. Yeah,
sportsbook offers do.
yeah.
Um, we've had members had thousands of pounds worth of wins, and the casinos are still going absolutely fine from that side of things. So casino seems to be a little more tolerant with being
I think it's
hammered,
more
probably
difficult
because
to detect compared to
yeah,
from sports, where they've got things in place to they can detect things. But with the casino, if you just take it, there's going to be so many traditional mug punters that are only taking up offers. So yeah, we're literally just doing it sensibly, and that's how we're keeping under the radar, basically. So
yeah,
yeah, they last a lot longer than the sports accounts for sure.
yeah, they do. If you get an
Mm.
email offer, is there any way of searching to see if there's a guide for it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can have a look in the forum, Kevin, for offers posted by members
yeah,
that's on there. If you can't find it in there, as we say, just drop us a screenshot of that email with the terms and conditions on there, and we'll have a look at it for you to see if it's something worth doing or not. If you're not 100% confident with regards to checking through the simulator and the EV calculator that we've got on the site. You can put all the calculations in there, but certainly do have a read of that simulator guide and
yeah,
how to do it, because it'll be absolutely key
yeah.
and save you a lot of time with regards to that side of things. So no problem at all.
Yeah. There's also an is
Kenny,
this offer worth doing forum thread. So it may have already been posted in there, and it turns out it has no value. But as Chris said, you can also contact us via the Facebook groups, live chat, email, and yeah, we'll gladly have a look at that for you. No problem.
yeah. Do all websites keep track of how much wagering you have left to complete an offer, or do you need to keep track yourself? Most of them do, Kenny, but unfortunately, a lot of them you have to go back to your account to see
Mm.
where you are with regards to the bonus side of things. However, if Oz could post into the Facebook group when we're done, a link to Ollie's Auto Clicker
Yeah,
uh,
definitely. Yep.
for that side of things. It's Auto Clicker's got banned probably about 18 months ago now, maybe a little bit longer than that, on casino sites, down to government and gambling side of things, where they were saying that it was people were overspinning using these auto clickers and so on and so forth, which total opposite to what my thoughts are on it. But yeah, we've got an auto clicker that's available that Ollie created, which you can work out how many spins you need to do based on the amount of wagering you need to do and the spin size that you're doing. So if you were doing a £10 offer where you needed to wager £10 and you were doing 20p spins, that's obviously 50 spins that you need to do. So you can just set Ollie's auto clicker to do the 50 spins for you, and it'll keep tally of that. It's not foolproof, because there's some casinos and slot machines where your bonus rounds will kick in and it'll stop the auto clicker from working, but it will tell you how many spins you have got left to do in order to complete it. So you just need to restart it. Obviously, it doesn't work for blackjack hands or for roulette at all. Those we need to keep a tally of. But the old pen and paper next to you while you're
I like
doing
my
it.
pen. I'm old school. I like my pen and paper. Ollie's auto clicker is fantastic, but because I'm old school, I'm just happy with my pen and paper, and I refer to my account section in increments just to make sure that I'm fully on track. And then again, I just continue with the spinning and using my pen and paper. But yeah, lots of different ways to go about it. But I guess it just depends on your preference. But yeah, I'm happy with pen and paper for me. Yeah,
Yeah, just doing the tally chart and gauge. So
yeah, yeah,
the four lines, one through it
yeah,
for the 5 spins, and move on to the
yeah,
next one. It's really
yeah,
easy to do,
yeah.
especially that you've got ones where you've got a lot of spins to get through from that side of things. It's just a nice backup with regards to it. So absolutely fine for that. Right, no more questions have come through for us with regards to casino offers at the moment. So what we'll do is have a look. So I'm just going to call up the top casino reload offers that we have posted every single day by the offers team. Is that sharing? Yeah, that's sharing. So it's just in the guides and top casino reloads that they found for today. Now, a lot of these offers we find that we can do every day, and then there's a lot that we find that we can only do once a week. So it all varies from there. But this goes through all of the top casino reloads that are available from the casino sites that we have. So there's a lot on there. Risk-free rewards. Because that's the other thing. So because Coral there, 3 free spins to use. Foxy Bingo, wager £10, get 10 free spins. A lot of people will look at that expected value of 91p. That's really not worth doing. 91p for that. It's going to take you seconds to actually do that offer. Well, maybe a couple of minutes. And that EV being built up, 91p. 10 offers, that's £9.10. 100 offers, that's £91. It's just all a case of building up that EV step by step by step and having the long-term value accumulated to see it over a 3 month, 6 month, 12-month period, and having that extra profit showing on your accounts. A lot of these.
One thing I will say about the daily offers that constantly come up each day. The best advice I can give with those: don't get into the habit of just going in and doing the wagering without checking the guide first, because I know a few members do that. Because sometimes casinos can change which slots are eligible. So if one was eligible the day before and it's not eligible the next day, then you could potentially be wagering on something that won't count for you to unlock your free spin. So every morning, check it before starting, just to make sure there's been no tweaks to the offer. Again, just to make sure that you're wagering on the correct slots that actually do qualify for what we're looking to qualify for. Really important.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, William have been an absolute pain for that.
Betfred as well, I think, with their wager £10 to get their mystery free spins. There was a period where, I mean, every month or so they were changing which slots were eligible after, I think it was Golden Tour for so long, and then it just all went. So always check it in the morning, even if it's a daily offer. Every offer, check it before starting. Highly key.
Yeah, Betfred got rid of the high RTPs on that offer. They've slowly started to bring them back now. You can use Halloween Fortune again for it, so worth jumping onto that.
How much is their mystery spins offer? How much is their mystery spins offer worth now? What's the EV?
Betfred's?
Yeah, on Betfred.
£1.30 expected value every single day.
So if you do that every day for my calculator's been slow to load. If you do that every single day, what's that? £1.10.
£9.10 for the week.
£1.30 times 30. So yeah, just under £40 in value for something that, as you said earlier, that takes. I think you was being generous with a couple of minutes. I think once that slot's open, you're looking at a minute and a half max.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fantastic, EV.
Yeah, it is, unless you hit a bonus round. Those bonus rounds can go on a little bit, but great.
£474.50 worth of EV for the year, and that offer's been going on for I don't know how long. So, yeah, crazy amounts.
Donkeys, absolutely donkeys. But the other thing that people miss out on as well, and I'm guilty of it as much as the next person, and that's the free games that you get each day. to do. It's free money.
Yeah,
Expected value of £10 if you did all of the daily bonuses on there. That's 3.5 grand a year
yeah.
if you did all of them. You've got all the list in there. Bet365's Bingo Scratch, prize matches, pick and wins, golden wheels. The list just goes on and on and on. And the
The
way I
amount
see
of
it is,
posts in the
if
Facebook
you're
groups
on,
of never forget to do your free spins, never forget to do your free spins of like an image of what they've won for them. It's like, yeah, definitely don't overlook that part of the reload section.
and it's one of those, if you're on the site already, whether that's doing your sports book or whether you're doing a casino offer, do the free games that are there at the same time.
Yeah,
It's not taking you any longer to flick over to them whilst you're on there at all for basically free money from
yeah,
that side of things. So it's absolutely great.
yeah.
Duh, 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 duh. And then obviously we've got the casino sign up offers to do as well. Now, a lot of these you can still do even if you've opened up a sports book with them, but some of them do have time frames. Like Betfred, for example, you can do the casino and the games offer as long as your sports book sign up was done within the past 30 days. If it's
Mhm.
over the 30 days, you wouldn't be able to do the sign up offer with them as well. But then there's one or two that you can't do both. You can only either do casino or sports book. And 9 times out of 10, sports book's probably got a bit more value to it because obviously we're making a guaranteed profit from that side of things. So always worth doing the sports book prior to the casino on there. But something like Bet365, as it says there, if you've already have an account, you still be able to do this offer if you've not used Bet365 games before, but you must claim the offer within 30 days of registering your Bet365 account. So even if you've only just registered for your Bet365 account, haven't used it on the sports book, you've only got 30 days to do that offering. If you're in that 30-day period, jump on and do the games one and the casino one as well, because that's another aspect where people do get a little bit confused, and that's with Betfred and with 365 as well.
Yeah.
Is and also with Sky is they have a game section and a casino section as well, which are independent of each other. So double check that you are on the correct section, that you are on games or you are on casino. The
Yeah.
guides again explain and tell you which one you need to be on, but really do ensure that you are on that right section for them. Otherwise, you could do your £10 and not be eligible for the offer because you've got into the wrong section that's there. So always
Yeah.
double check that as well.
Definitely.
It's like we say with match betting, check and check again that you're in the right part, everything's gone through how it should do, and you
Yeah.
followed the guides and step by step for it. So you
Before
can,
I forget, we've also got a casino EV and profit tracker as well, which I believe Simon creates. Fantastic! It's a
yeah,
fantastic spreadsheet. What I'm going to do, I'm going to post it in one of the threads now. But if anyone's not in the group, obviously get into the group if you're not in the group. But if you're on YouTube and you don't use Facebook, then get in touch with us on CS and we'll be able to send you a link to that. So yeah, it's a great way to track the amount of EV that you've taken up, what you've wagered, the profit that you've made. You'll be able to create your own graph inside as well. So yeah, I'll be posting that after. And yeah, I'll do that. The other thing I was going to say as well, I will post this into our Facebook Live event recordings. If you just go for any members that are on the forum, if you just type in Facebook Live in the search bar, then it's the second one down, Facebook Live event recording. So you'll be able to see all of the past lives that we've got there. So yeah, definitely something to bookmark and to have a look at.
yeah, we've done a few on different aspects of casino, sort of beginner's guide for them. We've done low risk casino.
We've done a free
medium
spin
risk,
ones
high
a
risk.
couple of times in games, and there's loads of different ones that we've done in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, but the main thing to remember, guys, well, a couple of main things to remember is that any questions at all, just come on to CS. We know casino is very like it was when you started your match betting side of things. That it's something completely new to
Yep.
you, like riding a bike was all those years ago. There's a learning curve for it, and we're more than happy to help you out for the casino side of things. That's no problem whatsoever. Second thing, I always say with casino is do not overspin.
Yeah.
Just stick to
Stick to
the
the rules.
amount that
Stick
you
to the
have to wait.
instructions. Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to be very, very regimental with casino. Overspinning is going to have a major long-term effect
Yeah.
on the EV that you're taking. As long as the offer is an EV positive, you will be in profit long term for them. Don't get het up on your first 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 offers at all that you're going on a bit of a downswing. It happens. It's the equivalent of value betting. It's the equivalent of doing 50 lucky 15s and being on downswing from that. It's too much of a small sample size to be looking at.
I think I say this in all of the lives that we've done on the casino previously, but I had a tricky patch of variance when I first started the casino offers, which I wasn't used to coming from a guaranteed profit match betting perspective. And it was like, oh, what's going on here? It's not a great feeling. But as I always say, once I learned to mentally separate my sports float from my casino float, all was relatively plain sailing going forwards, even if I did have that tricky patch, because again, I didn't get too caught up in the fact, well, I've just made £15 worth of guaranteed profits in the sports book today. I've just had a rough patch of variance with this offer and I'm £6 down. Once you mentally separate the two, trust me, for yourself being, it will be absolutely fine. Yeah. So definitely something to do basically when you're taking up these offers. Don't get wound up or het up. Downswings will happen. Just ride it out. Again, as long as you've got that bankroll, as long as you follow our instructions correctly, take up that EV, then you will align with that the more offers that you do. But 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 offers, it's a very, 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 very small sample. So
that's another little bit of advice as well, is that if you're doing casino offers, doing sportsbook offers, do separate them. They are two different things completely. Give yourself a separate bankroll for your casino side of things. It really does help with the mental side of it, that you're keeping that separate, because if you keep them together, you'll just see that your profits are possibly coming down a bit, and you're sorry, well, what's the point of this? It's all coming down. If you keep them separate, you'll see the ups and downs on the casino, or still making that guaranteed profit on your sports side of things. So put that £250, £500, £5,000 to one side for your casino offers, and use it as a separate pot for it. It does really, really help with the mindset.
It'll work wonders for the mindset, definitely. Yeah.
That's another sort of great piece of advice. So just keep them separate, treat them as two separate things, and you won't go wrong with regards to it. Bingo offers. Oh, the vein of my life for bingo offers. They really, really are. Some of them are worth doing, but the majority aren't, in all honesty. We have the list on there of the ones that are worth doing, but so many of them just aren't now, because the RTPs on bingo is reduced massively from what it was 2-3 years ago. Bingo offers used to be absolutely mental to do, and the EV on them was ridiculous, but they seem to have closed down on a few of they weren't loopholes as such, but the way that they're now working RTPs out and everything else from there, some of them are worth doing, some of them just stay away from, because they're just not worth the time, effort, and their negative EV as well. So, but again, we have all the bingo offers listed on the site, so if it's on there, worth doing for it. do winning caps affect the EV at all? I feel cheated if I won thousands had it capped at £100. Yes, they do have an effect on it, but the simulator that we have
Takes that into account.
again takes all that into account. There's a section on there where you can put the cap winnings on there for it. A lot of the time, they are sort of capped at 100, maybe £1,000 for it. Some really aren't worth doing because of that capped value that's there. But if you run it through the simulator, it will tell you whether it's an offer worth doing or not. And yeah, you do feel a little bit cheated if you've had a nice win of £500, £1,000, for example, and then you come to the end of it and it's like, no, you've only won £100. That's what the cap winnings are. You feel like the phone or the laptop needs to go flying across the room. Very irritating. But some of them do still have a positive EV from there. So they're still worth doing. Again, it's all about the mindset for it. As long as it's EV plus, take it. It's worth doing in the long run. If it's EV negative or even EV zero, do not do it because long term it's going to affect your overall profits.
All of that EV that you accumulate each day, again, you may be above that, you may be below that, but that's what you are going to make. So that's what you're making. So just accumulate all of that positive EV. That's the aim. That's what we should be doing with these offers all the time.
That's it. And this sort of brings us on to sort of the closing point, really for casinos and what I was talking about earlier on with regards to sort of value betting side of things. That this is all down to value.
Perfect stepping stone, isn't it? This is pro is where members should be, right? This is the stepping stone to pro. And whilst on pro, members will be able to use the casino as well, obviously. So along with the offers for guaranteed profit. So it's a great stepping stone to get up to.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's just the natural progression, and pro tier has literally seen thousands of pounds extra profit being made by members. On platinum, you're making a nice steady, probably £500-ish every single month from doing sportsbook offers only, which is a nice little turnover. Moving on to diamond, will easily take that up to a £750,000 average month that you will have. And I have to stress the average because some months you will be down, other months you will be above that side of things. It's just the value side of things takes it into account. And then moving on to pro, members are making on top of that an additional £500, £1,000 a month average extra on their original platinum sportsbook offers only. So you're going through natural progressions of platinum, diamond, and pro. And pro, I'd say, primarily works on a value side of things. It's the easiest way to explain value betting and to explain value in general is using our old famous coin flip side of things. It
works. It's a great example.
It is. We know with a coin flip, it's a 50-50 chance of heads or of tails. So 100 times of that happening, of doing that, 50 times will be heads, 50 times will be tails. So in odds terms of things, that's evens or 2.0 if you're looking at it in decimal like we do for match betting. So over that 100 spins, 50 times you will win, 50 times you will lose. So you won't make any profit at all.
Yeah. So for every £10 you stake on heads, for example, you're going to make, sometimes you're going to make £10 profit, sometimes £10 down, sometimes £10 profit, sometimes £10 down. Yeah. But if me and Chris were to give you £12 back for heads, for example, now still 50% of the time you're going to lose, but instead of getting £10 back, we're getting £12 back. That's value right there. So long term, what do we do, Chris?
We're making profit from it because we're being.
That's what we're doing with every single plus EV horse we're getting on, with every single plus EV casino offer we're getting on. That's exactly what we do. We're getting paid out more than what we're supposed to, right? So,
and that's
how we make money.
exactly how casino works, how
Yep.
value betting works.
Yep.
It's just with casino, it's the value because of the free spins or the bonus cash that we're getting. We are flipping that edge back over to ourselves with value betting on each way no lay, on lucky 15s, and those of you that have been lucky enough to get on Steam Chaser as well. It's those odds that basically aren't correct from the bookmaker. They're actually offering us higher odds than what they should be. So if that was on a coin flip, if you had odds of 2 and 2, if the bookies had got the odds wrong or were just doing an offer of odds of 2.50 for landing on heads instead of the 2, long term, 50 times of doing that, using the 100 as the very, very simple factor, 50 times you will lose on being on tails, but 50 times you will win. But that extra 0.5 of an odd gives you the profit in the long term of doing this. And that's exactly how value is worked out on casino and is worked out on the pro tier as well. It is that extra that the bookies have got wrong from their odds, whether that's on a price boost or whether that's on
They're being
the
slow
odds
to
just being
adjust.
totally wrong to what they should be against fair odds. It's exactly the same on casino because we're getting that edge back to us based on the fact we are getting free spins for us to use. It takes us above the RTP because we're using free money to use on that. So it's sort of adjusting the RTP because we're getting our free money. It's adjusting the RTP back to us as an individual, not on the actual slot, but returning it back to us as an individual from there. And that's how the value is worked out from it. If somebody was to give you £10 for free to use on the slot, you would make £9.50 from it. So you would have a profit of £9.50 from doing that offer. If you're using your own money of doing it, you would lose 50p from doing it. So it's that free spins that's in theory the odds that are being changed around on casino for it. But your natural progression is platinum, diamond, pro. And we've got Black Friday coming up in the next 5 weeks. I think it is 5 weeks tomorrow. I think Black Friday is.
I think so.
All we can say, guys, and because it is all that we know, is look out for this Black Friday deal. There's going to be something. We really, honestly, 100% truthfully, do not know what that offer is going to be currently. We've just had the platinum and diamond sale last week, which was completely out of the blue. Didn't even know it was happening until a couple of days beforehand. So that was great. But Black Friday, we always do something for Black Friday. Last year, it was the Pro that was on a ridiculous price for it. Personally, I think it would be on those lines again, but I cannot give a guarantee with regards to that. But definitely keep an eye out on emails, Facebook groups, the forums, and so forth for that Black Friday deal. I think it's the 26th of November this year. Black Friday is somewhere around that sort of date. So put a bookmark or a note on your calendar to keep an eye out for Black Friday because we will have something. I just don't know what it will be currently for it, but hopefully it'll be something that's again your next progression from where you are currently. And like I said earlier on, Pro covers you on the diamond and also the platinum side of things as well. Anyway, so even if you're not quite ready, but you think you're going to be ready in the next couple of months to move on to Pro, it may be worth taking it out at a sale price if it happens as a sale price anyway. So you've got it there with a massive saving for it. But that's in the future, guys. For it. Personally, I think we're done for today, Oz, unless there's anything else you can think of at all, mate.
I think we've covered all of the stuff that we needed talking about. But if anything was unclear, if you have any questions, as we said earlier, groups, forum, live chat, email, be happy to help. So yeah, don't hesitate to get in touch. And to everyone that posted a question today, and to everyone that was watching live, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on the recording later on today, and anything
I'm going to
that
put
we
that in the
haven't
forum now,
cropped up,
actually. Yeah.
just drop an email through to us. CS team are in 7 days a week. Facebook team are in 7 days a week. Even when Oz and Andy and Taylor, what he does cover out now, we've got the moderators on an evening as well. Paul Osgood, Ian Addison, a few others that are more than happy to help out on that side of things. But a lot of stuff you find posted in the forum as well. Definitely have a look at the forum. You guys on Diamond have an extra access to the casino offers that are on the forum that's exclusive to you guys as well as the exclusive tools that you've got. So you've got your own little added community, if you like, in there for any questions. And the guys on there, they've all been at the start of casino as well, so they know the questions and bits that come up. So worth asking the questions in there if it's something that is sort of out of hours, because we're here from 9 till 5:30, 7 days a week. Just asking there if it's something urgent. If it's something that can wait, just drop an email through to us and we'll happily answer that on our return. So I'm going to say good evening, and thank you ever so much for your time today, guys. Appreciate it as always, and I'll let Oz close off for this one, and I shall see you soon.
Thanks again, guys, for joining us. I'm going to head back to the groups and see you all soon. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.